going to be doing a what I eat in a day, keto style, and today is Bank Holiday Monday, so obviously what I eat today won't necessarily be what I ate yesterday or what I eat on a normal lockdown day, but I'm excited to show you what I'm going to be eating today. I've got quite a busy day, so it's kind of a lot of my food and drink is just going to be like in when I can. And what I found in lockdown is that I've got a lot more time to like make meals, which I don't usually have. So which I found is a lot easier to stick to like a diet or a eating plan. Because usually I'm like spending all of my day at school or out doing classes like singing, dancing, acting, whatever. And it's always like a rush to eat. But in lockdown I've managed to like find time to make healthy meals and meals that stick to the keto diet, which is what I've been doing for the last 3 weeks now. So I've not actually been doing keto out of lockdown, because it'd be quite hard to stick to it rigidly if I wasn't having all this time to eat and like all the time being able to control my meals. So obviously I'm going to have to rethink it when we come out of lockdown, but for now I'm finding it really good, and I've managed to lose quite a bit of weight with it as well, which is kind of what I wanted to get out of this, because I've been being a lot more active, so I've been doing a lot more workouts and exercises in lockdown. A little bit about what the keto diet plan actually is. So on keto you try and cut out as much carbs and sugar as you can, because carbs and sugar are what basically turns to fat in your body, and if you're trying to lose weight, then that's the kind of stuff that you want to avoid, and you want to put your body into something called ketosis. So when you do that, when your body goes into ketosis, it like burns fats a lot quicker, and that's like by cutting out carbs and sugar, that's how you put it into it. So you've got to be quite strict with yourself, I think, like especially when you first start doing it, because once you start doing it and you get used to not eating carbs and sugar and stuff, your body like doesn't want it anymore. So I found that a lot of the time, like even if I had like a bit of cocoa powder in like some milk, like that'll satisfy a craving that I have for sugar, and then that'll be gone for the rest of the day. Like, I won't want anything else, which is really good. So yeah, I try and like find meals. I've been looking a lot on Pinterest and Instagram. I have started a new Instagram page, which I'll link down below, called Emeli Fit, which basically I've been documenting like my workouts and my food for the last 2 weeks or 3 weeks. So yeah, go give that a follow, and if you want to try out ketosis or the keto diet, like honestly, like I think that you shouldn't completely cut out carbs and sugar completely. Like it's not a great way to eat, because obviously like that's 2 of your main food groups that you're cutting out. But for me, I'm only doing it temporarily. I'm going to obviously bring them back in, like on a gradual level, because like obviously if you cut out like main groups of your food, like suddenly your body's going to react to that sometimes in a negative way. So I would either take it slow or just kind of limit how much carbs and sugar you eat, rather than cut it out completely if you want to try it yourself. But if you go follow my new Instagram account, I'm always here to answer questions, so just give me a DM and I can help. Like if you've got any questions about the diet or what workouts I do. And on this channel I'm going to try and post more about like what workouts I do, my fitness routine, how I stay fit, stuff like that. Because obviously I want to train in musical theatre, and to do musical theatre you have to be really fit. And yeah, so I'm trying to get as fit as possible before I actually go and do full-time training. So I'm starting the day. It's currently 9:30. I'm going to do a workout in a minute. It's actually 10 o'clock, so I'm going to do a workout in a minute at 10:30, and then I'm going to have another workout straight after that. So I'm going to grab myself a little omelette, if I can put the cheese, but I can't put the cheese. Just not the cheese. Okay, so I'm just going to have an egg, some cheese, and I always put a bit of like spinach or pepper or something like that in it. 'Cause baby, I love you. Guess I'm gonna dance alone tonight. I'm gonna miss your body. You know I can never get it right without you. No, I don't wanna step in. currently 10 to 12. I have just finished the Chloe Ting ab workout, so I've done Zumba with my mum, which I always do every morning, and then I did Bobby's Bakery, and that's like it's a workout, it's not a food thing, but if you want to check that out, it's on Instagram, and I'll leave a link to Bobby's Instagram name in the link in the caption, in the description box, I mean. But his Instagram name is Bobulus, and then he does every morning at 11 a.m. he does a workout called Bobby's Bakery, and it's like 30-minute hit or Tabata workout, like no equipment needed, just your body, and that's every morning at 11 a.m. So I try to do that every day, and then I've also just done the Chloe Ting ab workout, and now I've got half an hour until my singing lesson, so I'm gonna grab myself a little drink and maybe a snack to keep me going, because then I can't eat for another 2 hours because I've got classes and things going on. But yeah, I'll check in with you in a bit. So I'm also going to be taking my daily shots and vitamin things, like daily shots, as in I try and do this every day, so I have a tiny bit of apple cider vinegar in a little bit of water, and then you just kind of drink that, because apple cider vinegar is very good for you. So I do a tiny bit of that and then fill it up with water and drink it. I also do one of these. So yeah, I'm going to grab this. Now this is my apple cider vinegar in water, and it's horrible to taste but very good for you, so here we go. Baby I do, oh yeah. And then added with this, it's going to taste even worse because this is a really, really strong ginger shot. And also I take these because it's really good for your immune system, and you're cleaning out your vocal area, and I often struggle with that, and especially as I've got a singing lesson next and I'm a singer, it's really good to take that. So I'm going to do that now. Watch my face. Strongest ginger shot ever. So today is actually a pretty exciting day for me, because I have a singing lesson in half an hour with Sophie Evans, who played Glinda in Wicked on the West End, which is really exciting. It's like a one-to-one singing lesson, so that's a really good opportunity, and I cannot wait to do that. And then straight after that, I'm going to be talking on Radio Leeds, BBC Radio Leeds, about a lockdown project that I have been involved with Breeze Leeds. So it is now about 12:10, and I ate last at about 10 o'clock, so obviously I'm not really hungry yet because I've only done 2 hours without food, and I try my best to have 2 meals a day at the moment, which is not great for the amount of exercise that I'm doing, but I feel like the meals that I do have, I've packed them full of protein and veg and whatever I can, so that that it releases slow energy, so that I don't actually need a third meal. So thing is, usually I'll get up later than I have today, and I'll have my first meal of the day at about this time, but obviously I had it earlier today, so I might need a small meal, and usually if I feel hungry I'll have a soup or something that's not very substantial or filling, because then I've got more room for tea or dinner. We call it tea in Yorkshire. But yeah, I will let you know when I eat next. Hey everybody, so it is currently 20 to 2, and singing lesson's been done, radio interview has done, and I'm just going to grab myself a little bit of soup before I go to the shop.
Posting pictures on the gram so other people know that we're more.
And then I forgot to film the making of my dinner, but I did manage to capture these few clips, so I decided to have grilled chicken covered in mozzarella and bruschetta, tomatoes and spinach. So basically all you do is you make up your little marinade, so it's garlic powder,
oregano, basil and thyme. You coat your chicken, which you've pounded with a wooden spoon. You grill it on each side for 6 to 8 minutes, and then you cover it in the tomatoes and spinach, bruschetta mixture and mozzarella, and bake for 1 more minute in the grill. And that is an easy quick dinner on the keto diet.